What's happening, YouTube? I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this one. Kid behind the camera. Shout out to Lolcow. Let me see. Hold on. Lolcow live highlights. I'm reacting to his video. Just giving him a shout out. Great channel. It's another place I'll be going to, get my local news and clips. But kid behind the camera, man. Oh boy, this dude, he's a piece of work. But to give context behind this video before I react to it, kid behind the camera, aka Michael Green, had got charged with assault to his I want to say wife or soon to be ex-wife. I don't know if they married or not. They've been getting divorced for about 5 years, but yeah, he had got an assault charge against her, and this is what Keemstar and Boogie had to say about it. Run it.
Okay, let's jump into it, guys. So late last night, there was a mugshot from kid behind the camera who runs Milkers, runs Queens, and he got arrested for domestic violence. Anyhow, Michael Green got arrested, and he got arrested earlier this month on April 3rd, 2025 at 10 p.m. And
by the way, I'm going to try to put the clip of the 911 call that Bridget made because yeah, it's been put out in the ether and on the interwebs. It's been put out there, so I'm gonna look for it, and I'm gonna try to play it at the end of this video. But yeah, run it.
I'm gonna read this post because this post on the Reddit is what a lot of people are saying. Double standards, Wings versus kid behind the camera. You can confirm it's no hoax. I searched up the link, and kid behind the camera was arrested on April 3rd, 2025. He's still in the LCU as a partner and on the shows, while Wings wasn't arrested.
This was over a year ago, or probably exactly. It ain't exactly, but it was like a year ago, and he's still there. Go ahead.
And is out. Weird double standards. Open your eyes. This was never about Kelly's well-being. So, first of all, there's a lot I need to say on this.
I've got a lot to say too.
Here's the first thing. Okay, I found out about Mike getting arrested last night. I didn't know before. I found out last night when fucking Xylee DM'd me. She DM'd me on Discord and said, "Hey, this is getting passed around in the fucking Discord. Here's Mike's mugshot."
Him and Mike are so-called best friends. If Mike went through something like that, you don't think Mike called him? And I think on one of the live streams, King talks about Mike calling him and talking to him about it, if I'm not mistaken. I had to go look and see, but I think I can vaguely remember King talking about Mike calling him and talking to him about what had happened. Go ahead.
That's when I found out about it last night. Immediately, I called kid behind the camera to figure out what the fuck happened. And he goes, "Sorry, I didn't tell you. I want to wait until after my court date because this is getting dropped." And then he went on to tell me what happened. And I talked to the alleged victim, and they told me what happened. And I quickly understood that Mike is innocent and this thing is getting dropped. You know?
So this was the stream. He said Mike called him after he found out about it. Okay, so I was wrong, but Mike called him and explained to him what happened, and he said this thing is getting dropped. Mike is innocent. We're gonna see how y'all feel after that 911 call. Go ahead.
Mike,
which was exactly my experience as well.
Yeah.
And I talked to Bridget herself, and whereas
Bridget is Mike's wife. Go ahead.
I like he can't talk about it until his court date. And trust me, I wish I hadn't talked about my shit till my fucking court.
I'm a also explain to y'all about Mike and Bridget at the end of this, if I remember. But go ahead.
Court date. So it's the right plan. This is a nothing burger.
This is absolutely nothing. All right. I could tell you for a fact he did not put any hands on anyone. He did not actually assault anyone. All right. I could tell you it was all verbal stuff going back and forth. And he's just innocent of this. I could tell you for a fact. I talked to him. I talked to the alleged victim. He's going to go to court at the end of May. This thing's going to get dropped. And then he'll be free to talk about it further of what actually took place.
Morales.
Okay, so now people are spamming the brooms. And it's like,
Of course.
Okay, so I actually got information on the situation, realized it was nothing, and I'm here saying it's nothing, right?
Keem is so bullshit. Boogie just there. He gonna agree with whatever Keem say. If Keem say he believe Mike did it, Boogie gonna look like, wait a minute, that ain't what we talked about. But then he gonna roll with the punches. Yeah. You know what? Now that I think of, that's just who he is. He gonna follow Keem, whatever Keem say do. But Keem bullshit. As much as he, man, look, I'm not gonna go get deep into it. I just want to explain my thoughts on this situation. But I'm telling y'all right now, Keem is bullshit. He's taking up for Mike. They already then proven that they will lie for each other to cover shit up. So how can you really believe anything they fucking say? Go ahead.
I guess that the version of these guys that's not sweeping is to be like, oh, Mike is guilty and he should go to jail. But that's not what my opinion is.
This is not what happened. And
it's
so
not
people,
what happened. It's not what my opinion is. So, like, I guess, and if I don't find him guilty and don't say he needs to be in jail, then I guess I'm sweeping, huh? I guess that's how that works. It's
and the people that compare it to Jordy.
You see how you trying to manipulate it? Like, if I don't agree with the charges and think that he's innocent of it, then I automatically have to say that he's guilty. No, that's not what people are saying. People are saying get all the evidence first before you just say, oh, he's innocent. You taking his word for it. You ain't even listening, Bridget. Boogie say he talked to Bridget, but I really don't think they give a fuck about what Bridget say. And y'all gonna see that. I think this the video where they gonna try to throw her under the bus. Go ahead.
Allow me to say one thing, okay? Most bosses, you forget. A lot of people forget what happened before Kelly got shoved. He assaulted Keemstar, his boss, right? In the same fucking day that he accidentally assaulted his wife. 20 minutes earlier, he assaulted his boss. You guys say it's not fair to fire Wings. 99.9.
When Wings did that, they were saying Kelly slipped. If you don't know about the Wings situation, go back, look up Wings of Redemption, Fat Camp. That's it. I guarantee you it's gonna pop up. But when Wings did that shit to his wife, they said that she slipped. He didn't see her. He was moving aggressively. She tried to get in his way and stop him. He bumped into her. The table was behind her. She slipped on the table and fell. When in the video, clearly, Wings looked at her with a menacing glare, intentionally forced her onto the table by pushing her to where she hit her head on the fucking table. And then he looked at her while she was on the table and yelled at her, "I told you to stay out my way." But these two motherfuckers want you to believe. Go ahead.
9% of employees get fired the moment they assault their bosses, and charges get pressed, and shit happens. Wings got 2 passes that day, and don't forget, we still tried to consider bringing him back, giving him a path back, and he said no. So obviously, when Mike did nothing wrong, and his wife said there was no assault, and he's saying there's no assault, and the fucking courts...
She said it was no assault, but she called the police and said he assaulted her. Go ahead.
Say on May 20th there's no assault. How would we treat him the same as a guy who literally assaulted Keemstar? Make that make sense.
Well, Wings put his hands on me, and it's like, whatever. I didn't care about that. But then the losing his mind and then just pushing anyone to the point where he pushes his own wife, that's where it was like,
once again, when this shit happens, when that shit had happened, they said that Kelly had slipped. They said he didn't push her. That just goes to show you that at the moment, they was lying for him. They was trying to cover up for him. Even though the video was solid evidence proof. And there's been a lot of occasions in the LCU where the video evidence have been solid proof and they still fucking lie. Go ahead.
holy shit, you need to be suspended. Then on suspension, he came at me and you, right? And then we saw the other clip of him actually slapping Kelly, all right? These things are wildly different.
Oh yeah, they was in the car. He like forcefully grabbed her hand or something off the steering wheel because she didn't listen to him while she was driving, and they all watched it in a theater room. Like a whole bunch of the hosts was in there, and they watched the video that Twiggy had, another host had recorded, because he had got a ride with Wings and them to the camp, to Fat Camp. He was recording stuff in the car. He recorded that, and he exposed Wings for slapping and grabbing his wife's arms. Go ahead.
The Ridging Bean super
Then
chatted
Mike,
$20.
who didn't lay a hand on anyone.
Boogie and Keem be like, I talked to my friend and the other person and I think it's all good. Just trust me, dog. Creep behind a camera must give some crazy head. Also, Kelly forgave Wings.
Well, I talked
Not
to...
That's a great point.
saying
That's
it's
true.
right, but just saying.
Hey, thank you for
Okay. Can I just say, I talked to the person who called the cops on Mike, all right? I talked to the alleged
Why did she call the cops again?
victim, all right? I understand that you guys are weird and somehow you want Mike to be guilty. I get that. But if he's not guilty, he's just not guilty.
And I will say this, Keem, you and I will have a...
Not one time did they question Mike like, bro, why did Bridget call the police? If you didn't hit her, right? Why did she call the police? Go ahead.
new conversation if the courts put him in jail. Obviously, you can't do a show from jail anyway, but if the courts find him guilty and put him in jail, then we'll have to have a new conversation. But as it is right now, all evidence is proving that he is not guilty.
Yeah.
You know what happened? Mike told him that he hit Bridget. He talked to her. She said that she gonna drop the charges. And that's why King was so confident in saying that the shit was gonna get dropped. They not finna out him and say what really happened. When you hear that 911 call that I'm gonna post later, you gonna see what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
I can tell you this though. If I was one of these fucking viewers, I wouldn't be sitting there fucking arguing with someone else that has more information on what happened. You know what I
No,
mean?
of course,
he got
because they think
inside
they know
knowledge.
better, dude.
I have this much information of what happened, and then the people in the audience that's saying I'm sweeping and I'm wrong somehow have this much information. So I am way more equipped to have the right opinion than person in comments that has way less information.
You forgetting to lower that amount, that space, all that space that you say you have by a lot, because Michael is your friend and you a dumbass and you gonna ride and sweep for him. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if you should really I have more information than you. You know what I mean? I know what really happened. So you might look stupid in the end of this. You know, you might, because you don't got all the information. I got more information.
He's got a court date coming up. And if he loses, well, we'll have a whole other conversation, won't we?
Yeah.
But he won't, because
I mean,
there's nothing happened.
Okay, if it came out, let me put up a scenario just so this is here. If it came out that Michael Green lied to me and lied to Boogie, and the alleged victim lied to me and then Boogie, oh, we're gonna change our opinion. We're gonna have a wildly different opinion than we do now. But we got to go based on what we know. And what we know is what we've told you. We've talked to Mike.
Also,
we talked to the alleged victim. This is a nothing burger.
Also, I'm looking up domestic violence in the 3rd degree in the state of South Carolina. It includes having injured or even threatening to injure somebody.
Yeah, because he threatened.
Yeah, which is
allegedly.
Allegedly, they were drinking and they got into an argument. That's what allegedly happened.
Allegedly, they were drinking, and allegedly there was a verbal threat. Allegedly, but that's allegedly what happened.
False. On a 911 call, she said he hit her. Go ahead.
So when I say it's a nothing burger, it's fucking nothing burger.
By the way, Keem, I will murder you in your sleep.
That's the same exact thing. What Boogie just said
now you have to fire me.
Is the same exact thing. That is I guess, 3rd degree domestic violence.
Yeah, appreciate being on the show. Goodbye forever. I've been fired for that.
The most jail time Mike is looking at for a 3rd degree domestic violence is 90 days.
Yeah, and there's a fine of $1,000, so he might have to pay $1,000 for saying a bad word.
$1,000 in 90 days. So just the charge alone is like, okay, it obviously was not that serious.
Yep.
So,
and I like, at the end of the day, I don't fuck with domestic violence for obvious reasons. I'm not going to make it about myself, but I don't fuck with it. I've known Mike and, more importantly, I've known Bridget for 1,000,000 years. And I promise you, hand to God, Bridget would not lie in this situation. If that shit happened, Bridget would cut his dick off.
Dude, Red Harlow goes, suspend him until court then. Motherfucker, where you live? North Korea? This is America. This is innocent until proven guilty. I don't, Red Harlow, what country are you from? There's no way you're from America.
But let me reiterate, I've known Bridget for a long time, and Bridget, the kind of woman that goes hard. And if you laid hands on Bridget, she would cut your fucking cock off. I swear to God. You saw how she handled her own fucking dad. You saw how she handled every situation she's ever.
Now, I think this is the section where they finna try to make Bridget turn out to be this overly aggressive, physical person to try and make it look like they both got drunk and Bridget was the aggressor in that situation. Go ahead.
Ever been in. You think she would stand for a goddamn second for Mike to pull some shit? No, he would be missing his balls.
Dude, look at the chat. It's like, nah, we want him to be guilty. No. Tell me he punched a woman, please. It's like, it didn't happen, guys. I'm sorry. It didn't happen. Sorry. So that's that situation. Obviously, Mike cannot talk about this at all until it gets dropped at court, and then he can talk about it per his attorney, which is
They're saying bring both of them in here, and to be honest with you, we probably will after the court date. We can't do it before because, and I learned this the very hard way. If you talk about this shit publicly before the fucking trial, people will clip it. They will do everything they can to make it look as bad as possible. They will mail it to the prosecutor and try to make you look as bad as humanly possible, which is what they did to me.
look,
So, no, he will not be talking about it online until that.
based on what Mike and Bridget told me, the person that got arrested and the alleged victim, this is another nothing burger. Was I there? No. You know? But based on the only two people that know what happened, this is a nothing burger. And
I'll go as far as to say, if it turns out that I'm wrong, friendship over. But I'm not, so I can say whatever I want. If it turns out I'm wrong, I will personally smother him to death with my tipples. I can say whatever I want because I know I'm not wrong because I heard it from Bridget's mouth.
Keem, can we please put it in members only mode? No.
Yeah, you might need to.
I like looking at the people that are like, oh, I wanted him to be guilty. Oh, why didn't he punch a woman? I want him to punch a woman. Like, it's funny. Like, people don't truly want justice. What they want is chaos.
It's a mob. Yeah, they want a mob. They want to murder.
They want chaos. Like,
The level of manipulation is insane. The fact that they feel like nobody can come to their own conclusion, like people haven't been through these situations before, like they know exactly how you're supposed to act and how you're supposed to think and how you're supposed to react in these situations. Mike's not our friend, so we looking at it with unbiased eyes. We don't know Bridget, we don't know Mike on a personal level. So when we hear stuff like this and then all the evidence is brought to the table, we can draw our own conclusion. We don't need you two motherfuckers. Ain't nobody in the chat dumb. Well, most of us ain't. Go ahead.
they're like, no, I want him to be guilty. Like, it's funny. Like, it's
The worst part about it is if he were guilty, you would not like this. You would not be entertained at all because what we would do is we wouldn't bring him up here. We wouldn't parade him around. We wouldn't shame him publicly. We would just fucking fire him. If it turned out he beat the shit out of his wife, you wouldn't get an episode out of it. So this is the only content.
That would have been cool. That's a lie, because if it was true, which I do think it was true, but I think Bridget was just coerced into cooperating. But if it was true, you motherfuckers would monetize it. You motherfuckers is monetizing it now. You can't even talk about it. You monetizing, speculating. So you go ahead.
Can get out of this. Thankfully, he's innocent. You're getting a show about it. If he was not innocent, it would just cut ties like that.
I would fire him. And the thing between this,
No, he wouldn't.
and Wings is, I've talked to the witnesses. They've both told me the same story.
Yeah.
I've talked to the witnesses, the two people that were there. They both told me their story, right? Which there's no physical contact of whatsoever, right? And then in the Wings situation, there clearly is. There's two separate videos of him laying hands on a woman. And they're not.
So the difference is that Wings has a video and you can clearly see it happening, and Mike doesn't. Go ahead.
Not the same.
Can I point out, by the way, that we got canceled for, even though it's not the same, because y'all want to be mad at us, be mad at us over this, because we got canceled for trying to work it out with Jordy, that it got therapy, it got marriage counseling, it got back as a somewhere in the network working for Keemstar. So you want to be mad, you want to talk about actual sweeping, we tried to bring Jordy back. Be mad about that. But the Mike thing, you can't be mad about because nothing fucking happened.
I mean, prove me wrong. No, there's not a single person.
Bro, Wings pisses me off with the way he like animates himself. It's so fucking infuriating how he got to say a point, and then when he get through saying a point, he freezes, and then he fades off like this. Probably drink some soda. Don't you ever talk about my wife like that. Like like what the fuck are you doing? It's so irritating, bro. He does it every fucking time. He does it every time. I'm not soft. I'm Boogie 2988. Like, what the fuck is Go ahead, man.
Planet that can. You know, if it goes to court somehow and there is some evidence and there is some proof that I'm not privy to that comes out, I'll fucking change my opinion. You're damn right. But as
I
far as
fucking
I
changed
know
my
right now,
yeah. You damn
based on
right.
speaking of the witnesses, this is a fucking nothing burger.
Look at that. Look at his eyes.
LSD Punch super chatted $20. Would you let the supposed PDF watch your kids if you trust him so much?
I would let Mike watch my kids.
Sean
I've
Don
already
super
said that.
chatted.
Not only
Speaking of PDF, I'm gonna tie that into what he. I'm gonna let you know what he mean by that at the end of this video. But go ahead.
what I trust Mike with my kids, I left him alone with my daughter girlfriend. So
Okay, Boogie.
With my
wait,
daughter
they like that
girlfriend.
joke. Fuck, if they make it, I'm.
He said with his daughter girlfriend. Boogie is in his 50s. His fiance that he's with now, I think she's 20. She probably like 23 now. 23, but I know she was, yeah, she probably like 22. Yeah, because LCU been here for like almost 3 years. I think she was like 19 or 18 when he first started talking to her. I think he was saying he was talking to her when she was 17 and he waited till she was 18 before he actually like started like being in a relationship with her. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna fucking make it.
I would 100% let Mike watch my daughter Mia, like 100 million trillion %. You know.
I don't know what the hell that is. I gotta cut that out. But
Okay, let's.
this is a good screen shot right here. Mike, what he mean by the comment that came through about the PDF? PDF folly. Mike met Bridget, his wife, the woman he's accused of hitting, and the charges got dropped, by the way. So yeah, that part. But he met her. I don't know how old he was, 24, 25 or something like that. She was 15. I think he probably like 22, 23, something like that. But she was 15. I found out about it watching the LCU through another host that outed it, you know. So I didn't know anything about, kid behind the camera and his wife and all that. So she was 15 when he met her and started talking to her, in a relationship. He said, and she said, which she also was the one who said that it's not Mike's fault. She lied. Anyway, she and he said that he didn't find out until her 17th birthday when he saw her birthday cake and it had 17 on it. Mike's first thought wasn't, you 17? And you didn't tell me? And blah, blah, blah? Even though I'm so stupid that I didn't even think to ask you what your age was? That wasn't his first thought. He continued to date her. To the point where they got married and had kids. From the stories that I heard, her parents knew. Mike's dad knew, Angry Grandpa. Tina, another person that be on Mike's videos and also is a part of the LCU, Lolcow Queens. She knew. This is a disgusting ass human being, bro. But 911 call. I'm gonna look that up and I'm gonna put that out there. Uh, and let y'all come to your own conclusion on what y'all think happened. I just really want to expose these people, man. It's fun, you know. People like him, Billy, Boogie, disgusting, bro. Even King. Yeah, we gonna react to some King. We gonna react to some King. We got to, bro. King a motherfucker. He a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, man, I digress. I'm out. Uh, like, share, subscribe, man. Support me, if you can, or if you willing. Thank you, and I'll let y'all next time, man.